Good day, everyone. I am here at the Anaheim Convention Center to bring you a beginner's guide to the D23 Fan Event here in Anaheim, California. The D23 Fan Event runs from August 9th to the 11th from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. That is the convention center times, with the Honda Center being a new Hall D23 presentation experience for us, and that will begin at 7 p.m. I am going to do my best to try and help you best navigate the D23 Expo or fan event. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comments down below, and I will do my best to answer them for you. Beginning Monday, July 15th, we will be able to register for a lottery system for the bigger presentations that will be happening at the Anaheim Convention Center. So be on the lookout for that. The Hall D23 has been taken out and moved, so that's a brand new location for presentations and so on. So it could be a big presentation, it could be multiple little presentations, we just don't know yet. So now I'm gonna do my best to try and show you parking, food, what the show floor might entail for us. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's quickly approaching, only a month away. So with that, let's get right into the video. So let's talk about parking a little bit. There is the Anaheim Convention Center parking, but that does fill up quickly. That is $20 a day. Next, there is the Anaheim Marriott that is right next door. The biggest price that I see is $46 per day, which is pretty steep. And that is, I think, if you lose your ticket. The Hilton does say $20 max, and that is if you lose your ticket or if you stay there all day. If you're trying to go to the park after the convention and you're not going to be able to go to the Honda Center, I would park at the Toy Story lot across the street on Harbor Boulevard, and that will be $30. This area in the front of the convention center is the main D23 fan event entrance, or at least it has been in the past. This is where you will scan in with your badge. You will go through security check, get your guides, your lanyards, your bags, so on and so forth, so that you can enjoy the convention. Once you get closer to the main convention, you can make a right towards the north end of the convention center where the arena is. There will be another entrance down there. Also, if you're in front of the main convention center and make a left, that is the south end of the convention center. There is also an entrance down there. So there are 3 entry points to the convention center. Let's talk about food. So the Anaheim Convention Center does have little cafeteria style eateries inside where you could get coffee, breakfast items. Inside the actual show floor, there are burgers, salads, things like that. But if you're looking for more options outside of the convention center on this straightaway, there are a lot of food trucks that will come, from burgers, pizza, Mediterranean, Latin, barbecue, hot dogs, a lot of different options. It is a little bit pricey since they are food trucks, but the option is there. If you head over into the Hilton, there is this cafeteria area. Once you enter the Hilton to the right, you could get different styles of food there. Not a lot of options, but the options are there. There is also coffee on the left side over by the gift shop. And then there are restaurants and bars inside the Hilton. Over in the Marriott, there is a cafeteria style eatery that will serve coffee and breakfast items and different items throughout the day. Also a Blaze style pizza place inside. It's pretty decent food. I enjoyed it. And there's also restaurants and bars in there as well. If you are looking to get food after the convention, or after the Honda Center, there is the Anaheim Garden Walk that does have a California Pizza Kitchen, a Cheesecake Factory, P.F. Chang's, Bubba Gumps, so on and so forth. If you are looking to cosplay, the front where the fountains is your spot to have your pictures taken, so on and so forth. Also to the right of the fountains is a little foresty flower area where a lot of photographers hang out as well to have your pictures taken. And now the show floor. Once you head through the doors of the convention center, just head straight, you will see a full line of doors. Through those doors is the main show floor. There you will see booths, presentations, stages, stores, lounges, and so much more. The different studios and experiences you will see booths from are the Walt Disney Studios, Walt Disney Animation Studios. They do have things hidden in the animation booth just because they're going to announce it at the big presentation at the Honda Center. You will also see artist demonstrations, filmmaker signings, fan giveaways, and interactive photo opportunities. In here you can find storyboard art, statues, statuettes, props, posters, or giant graphics for future projects. Here you have statues that you could take pictures with from Strange World, Encanto, and Wish. Pixar Animation Studios, the same as the Walt Disney Animation Pavilion. This is where you will see photo ops, artist demonstrations, filmmaker signings, voice actor signings, things like that. Marvel Studios, this year they will have a TVA walkthrough experience where fans will get to enter the Time Variance Authority through an immersive walkthrough experience and see pivotal moments recreated from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as what lies ahead. Lucasfilm. Here they will present the ILM stagecraft, the technology they use to bring to life the worlds of The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and more. Disney Theatrical Group. They will be celebrating 30 years on Broadway, and all weekend long they will be having different acts and presentations to show you how Disney Broadway works. This year, the Disney parks will be called Imagineering Behind the Dreams Disney Experiences. And this is where you will find design models, interactive demos, live prototypes, exclusive presentations. Guests will get a first-hand view of the innovative and immersive storytelling that will fuel the growth of Disney parks, resorts, cruise ships, and other experiences for decades to come. You will also be able to see more pavilions and booths from ESPN, Lightstorm, which will have an Avatar pavilion, and you will be able to experience the alien beauty and storytelling of Avatar. Disney Plus, the Hulu experience, National Geographic Hexadome experience, Good Morning America Anchor Desk, Freeform's 31 Nights of Halloween, and so much more. I will leave a link down in the description to show you everything, or D23 will show you everything that will be on the show floor, or the main heavy hitters for this year's D23 fan event. Every D23 Expo has the Walt Disney Archives, and they do a big pavilion. They would do costume pieces, they would do props, Disney park props and costumes, but this year will be a great big beautiful car show. It will have 20 vehicles from the Archives collection. Yeah, cars are cool. So it pays homage to vintage car shows and Americana, giving guests an up-close look. A Worlds Beyond area showcases fantastical vehicles from distant lands. Throughout the show floor in the Anaheim Convention Center, there are stages where they will hold big presentations. Those are usually out in the other rooms and not on the show floor. Smaller presentations, which they do hold on the show floor. But on Monday, July 15th at 12 p.m. Pacific time, the reservation random selection process opens. That means you have to try and reserve a spot for these big presentations, giveaways, signings, so on and so forth to attend. There will be standby lines, but there is no guarantee you will be able to make it in. Last D23, I did not win any of the things that I wanted. I didn't win any of the big presentations like the parks and experiences. I didn't win the movie presentation. I didn't win anything, and it was a huge bummer, but there will be standby lines for you to try and get in. Again, no guarantee that you will be able to do that. On July 19th, that is when the reservation random selection process closes, so you will not be able to try and enter any of those things that you want to do. So I will go day by day for what will be at each stage. I won't say anything, I'll just let you read them. And I will again leave a link down below so that you could take a longer time at looking at them. You have the premiere stage. You also have to prepare that things overlap. So if you are going to the movie presentation at the Honda Center, you will not be able to do the Disney Princess, the concert. So you have to pick and choose what you want to do, and it's rough. It's hard because there's a lot of things I want to do, but can't. I want to do the animation greats, Bob's Burgers, Futurama, and The Simpsons, presented by Hulu, but I will not be able to do that because I will be making my way to the Honda Center for the Parks and Resorts presentation. The next big stage you have is the Walt Disney Archive stage. Next you have the Backlot stage, the Hyperion stage. Then you have the Disney Plus Pavilion, where the only way you'll be able to meet Bluey and Bingo is if you have a reservation. So if you want to meet Bluey and Bingo, you gotta reserve it. Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Studios. Lucasfilm. Again, I believe you have to reserve to experience the ILM stagecraft. And then Talent Central is just the autograph section of the show floor. Over on the north end of the convention center is the arena. So if you walk into the convention center and into the show floor, you'll make a right, and to the very right side is the arena. We don't know if this is going to be used as a stage for the premiere stage, or if it will be used again as like a display. Last year's display was the Walt Disney's personal jet, so we don't know. Also, if you make your way into the convention center and make a right and you go up the escalators and keep walking straight, that will lead you to the Anaheim Convention Center North, or the ACC North. So I don't know what presentations will be in the ACC North, but just know when you walk right into the convention center, make a right, go up the first escalator only, and keep walking straight. That will lead you to the ACC North. Again, if you cannot find the presentation you are looking for, this is a 3-story convention center. So if it's not on the first floor, check the second, check the third. Also, we are heading the opposite end of the convention center. This is where the old Hall D23 used to be, where the movie presentation, the Disney Parks and Experience presentation, and the Disney Legends presentation was. But now that is at the Honda Center, and we don't know what will be on this end of the convention center. So this could be a big stage again. This could be more show floor. We don't know. Now it is time to talk about something that is new to all of us, and that is the Honda Center. That is the new home of the Parks and Resorts presentation, the movie presentation, the Disney Legends Awards ceremony. What I am going to do personally is leave probably an hour or two before the actual doors open, and the doors open 2 hours before the presentation starts. They will offer D23 shuttles to and from the Honda Center and the Convention Center, but for me personally, I would rather drive myself over to the Honda Center and find parking than rely on the shuttles. The shuttles are free, so if you're looking to save some money, take the shuttles, but leave plenty of time early. The parking situation over at the Honda Center is very odd because they are building a parking structure and are building a new entertainment district, so there's a lot of construction going on. So I don't know if a parking lot will even be completed by the time that the D23 Expo starts. The Honda Center does not allow bags, 0 bags. So if you bought things at the convention center, if you have a purse, backpack, so on and so forth, leave that in your car, leave it in your hotel room, do not bring it in. The maximum bag size is 5 inches by 9 inches by 2 inches. Regardless if it is a clear bag or not, medical and diaper bags may be maximum of 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. But if you do not need to bring a bag, I would definitely recommend not bringing one. Backpacks, mini backpacks, not permitted. So don't try. I will be honest, just do not try to bring those in. You will have a bag search, you will have metal detection, security screening, so on and so forth. D23 recommends you arrive 90 minutes prior to showtime, but I'm gonna arrive when those doors open. I'm gonna be there when the doors open, just so I am prepared to get in, just in case there are any problems, mistakes, goofs, anything like that. If you enter the main entrance where the Catella Street is, you will be in front of sections 207, 208. So that should be a pretty easy indication to help you find your seats. I don't know if merchandise or anything is going to be sold inside of the Honda Center. Usually around this area, if there's concerts or something, they do have little stores or stands that sell like the band's t-shirts and all that. But I don't know if D23 or Disney is going to be doing any of that. I don't know if they're going to be selling drinks or food for you to enjoy during the presentations. This is all very new to us, but I will do a walk around of the main level, the ground level of the Honda Center, just so you can see what the Honda Center looks like. here we are in the arena. From this viewpoint, it's not accurate to what you could see inside of the arena. So this might look pretty far, but it is actually pretty close, especially for my eyesight. You could see okay. We're going to show you a little bit of the different sections. Even in the very back of the lower tier, you could see pretty all right. The ground level for the stage looks pretty good. I think everybody will be able to see what's going on very, very well. More so than Hall D23 when you would get stuck back in the very corner of the arena. So this is a much, much bigger upgrade than what we had with Hall D23. Here is a tour of the upper level. Again, I don't know if they're going to be selling food, drinks, merchandise, anything like that. Usually at these presentations, they do hand things out at the end, so I don't know if you will be grabbing that when you exit the Honda Center or if you will be grabbing that when you exit your section. But just be prepared that sometimes things do get handed out to you. going to switch over from voiceover to me actually being at the Honda Center to talk about the upper tiers for the Honda Center presentations for D23. I'm trying to catch my breath, but this is the very top of the Honda Center. This is the last row. But honestly, I know the goalpost or the goal looks super small, but I could see it pretty well. This honestly is not a bad view. I feel like these seats will be a much better view than what you see over at Hall D23 at the D23 Expo. There's a pole right here, but raise it to eye level. This is not terrible. I would not be mad with these seats. But this is the stage adjacent. This is from row 411. Again, you might be a bird up here, but you can see everything pretty well. This is from the corner of the 400 sections in section 405. Again, it looks far in the video, but even with my poor eyesight, you could see everything pretty well. Like, the people look like ants, but it is not a terrible view. This is from the center. I would not be disappointed with this view. I don't think the Jumbotron will be in the way. I think that will be raised up into the rafters so that they can have their own screens. But it's not a bad view. It's not a bad view at all. If you have any questions about the D23 fan event, please leave them down in the comment section down below and I will do my best to answer them. I know I didn't really cover every single thing that will be happening at the D23 fan event this year, but I will do my best to answer all of your questions. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.